All right. We have 6th Ward Alderman candidate Tavares Briggs in the building. Thank you so much for coming and talking to me today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I am a 6th Ward resident, so I was very excited when I heard that you were running. Y'all don't pay no attention to me, y'all. We gonna get it together. And I have some questions from my listeners, some of my listeners that's from the 6th Ward, and a few for myself as well. Okay? No icebreakers today.
I'm with it, man. It's been a process. So at this point, like I said, we 2 weeks and 5 days away. So, right now is the time to answer the tough questions. I think it's a tough choice, and I think this is something that the community needs to get right.
Okay, I like that. So the first thing I want to ask you is, has politics always been a dream of yours? Like, did this run in your family? Like, how did we get here?
It's funny. No, politics wasn't always a dream of mine. To this day, I still don't consider myself, a politician, per se. I've learned, different elements of politics. My grandfather was involved in politics. He was a businessman, so, I think, he had dealings with, different elected officials, and he's worked different campaigns and different elements. And as far as me, my story begins just rooted in serving. My mentor, which was like a second father to me, he's a gentleman by the name of Adams. He kind of exposed me to social work and working with community organizations. I started an internship at Rush Medical Center, and I worked with him. And when he would go meet with different people in the community, whether it was Congressman Davis or Ernie Jenkins from WACA, or he went on all these different meetings, he would take me with him. Okay. So I kind of got an understanding of how important, community entities was, and I started beginning to understand the connection between, the community and lobbyists and elected officials. So I started understanding that early on, and then understanding how it impacted, just your average person in the community. So that's, professionally, of course, I work in the schools.
Yeah, so you see a lot.
Absolutely.
And so it's like, you obviously want to make a change. You and your wife both work in the school system.
Absolutely.
So you see a lot every day. I do have another question. Like, with this being your first campaign, how are you juggling everything? Husband, father, educator, like you said.
It's so one of the tough, hard questions you ask yourself in the beginning, when you think about going down this road, is this something you want to do? Because it will be difficult. And I think when you want to make an impact for people, you have to leave your comfort zone. It has to be less about you. So when you have, the stress or the headaches or different elements, you have to be reminded of your reason and purpose behind it. So it's been tough, man. Let me tell you something. I looked at this journey when I decided to take it as a win-win experience because of what comes along with it. And it has been. It's been something that I've learned a lot from. They say pressure, busts a pipe, but at the same time, pressure also, creates a diamond. So it's been a juggle. I've basically taken not an official leave, but I've been using my time to be away from my professional job. But, when this campaign started late summer, I continue to work, and you just, try to find a way. So it's not the easiest thing. I've talked to other elected officials and different candidates and try to get an understanding of how they was able to balance it. Some have had the opportunity to just campaign for a time. I've talked to other elected officials who said, nope, I had to work the whole time. And, so I don't feel a certain way. It's just something that, you have to walk. Try to take it day by day. But it hasn't been easy because I said this at one of my forums, not my last one, but, when the lights go away and the questions go away, at the end of the day, I'm still a father. I'm still a husband.
Mm-hmm.
Even in my job, if I've been gone 3 or 4 days, my students, I come back, they like, Mr. Briggs, where you been?
What's going on?
And I get it, but it's been a balance. It's been a juggle, but it's been worth it.
Okay. I can certainly appreciate that, but I definitely have been thinking like, I just wonder how he has been maintaining and managing all of that. So I wanted to make sure I asked that.
They say God don't put more on you than you can handle. And to be quite honest, and it's not really a question that you have asked, but I put prayer, I put, just my faith in front of it. I pray that if this is something I shouldn't be doing, that God send me the signs to say, no, this ain't your time to be doing this. I pray that, I just put prayer in front of it. So far, so good. I don't want anything that God doesn't want for me. But you have to step outside of your comfort zone. You have to step outside. You have to be bold. You have to be courageous. And you look at people that came before you. You got to block out certain things. And I put prayer, I put my faith. I ask for discernment. And that's what I put in front of this process. And it's from the feedback I've gathered from the community, it's been, amazing so far.